How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. I'm glad you dropped in. Today's little project is just a quick one. The squirrels were making a nest in the attic space above the porch on the camp. They chewed the vent. I had a little plastic gable vent up there. They chewed that all out, and they were getting in there all summer. So I put the run of them there late summer, and no signs of them coming back to that spot, but they're still around. Anyhow, that's what the project is, replacing that vent. Let's go look and see how I make out doing that. Alright, so we have trouble with squirrels. Duh. Yeah, this will be on the late news for sure. Anyway, one of the things the squirrels are doing on us, this past summer, where I have the little porch built on the side of the camp, they climb up the wall, and I've got little gable vents in there to sort of aspirate above the ceiling in the porch, and they were chewing at that and getting in to the ceiling above the porch, and they were getting pretty comfy. So I put the run to them, and I just covered up that gable vent for the summer because I ordered some new vents. So the vents came in the other day, so we're going to stick them up there now for the winter. It's a chilly day at the lake, but it's calm. But they're forecasting some snow in the weekend, so it's not going to look like this for long, and winter's getting close. Alright, so there's one of the gable vents, just a little 4-inch, it's almost like a dryer vent, because in the gable above the porch here on the end of the camp. This one is okay. The squirrels were trying to get in the other one. Well, actually they did get in it, and they were making nests in that crawl space above the porch. So what I did was I just put a wooden cover over it, just to cover up the hole, keep the squirrels out, and it worked. You can see on them where they were chewing at them. I'll show you that in a little bit. But that's on the porch on the end of the camp. Okay, so I got the ladder up there because what I'm going to do is make another piece to cover that hole and put my new vent in. Okay, so this is the vent I'll be using. It's a just a louver dryer vent, but it has a screen in it to hopefully keep those little squirrely guys out. And I had a piece of 3/4 plywood that I was hoping to make a patch big enough to fit over both sides of the gable up there. So I took some measurements. I figured if it was 16 inches high and about 12 inches wide, 12 and a half actually, it might work good. So I ripped this piece already to 12 and a half, and I happen to be just 24 inches long. So what I'm going to try and do is cut this in half to get 2 equal pieces. So I thought it should be 16 inches, so I measured and drew a line here at 16 inches. But then when I measured that, then this side here only turned out to be 14 1/4. So I figured if I added, 5/8 of an inch, took 5/8 of an inch off this, added to that, it would work. Well, I did some more calculating. What I did was, because this piece is 24 inches, I measured to the middle there, in the middle there, put a mark. So what I want is my line to bisect that mark, or intersect that mark. So then, because I already knew the slope, and the slope on my roof is 612, so that's how I calculated this angle. So then I measured from the center point here, and that was 3/4 of an inch, so I measured 3/4 of an inch here, 3/4 of an inch there, and I drew a new line. And what did I just show you here? My line was a little bit crooked. There you go. Alright, so now this piece is going to be 15 1/8 tall on the long side and 15 1/8 on this long side. So I'm going to take this to the chop saw now, cut this in half, then I'll have 2 pieces. And then what I need to do is cut a hole here, because I have 2 of these vents. I'll cut a hole there and a hole there. I'm going to go cut this now. Okay, I'm going to set my saw to 26 1/2. So there's 25, 26, whoops, 26 1/2 degrees, and for my calculations that's what a 612 pitch is. But I like to draw my line and then just confirm by running the blade along the piece if it matches up to the line. So that's just touching on the line there and out there. So that's what it is. So there's my two pieces. Didn't turn out too bad. So now I need something to cut a 4-inch hole. I think that will just fit about there. Perfect, eh? Holy dime. Okay, so we're going to put this in. So far so good. We line up these holes. And look at that, they even match too. So this is going to work good. Alright. Now I'm going to go up and verify my dimensions for cutting this hole, because I don't want to cut it in the wrong place. So let's go do that. So I don't know whether you could see around the hole around where I took this piece off, but you can see right there, that's where the squirrel's been chewing at it after I put it on. And prior to putting it on, he had the piece of hemlock on the side of the porch there gnawed away pretty good too. So the little guy was working his damnedest to get in there. You got to give him credit for that. Okay, so what I did was I checked the dimensions up there, and I'm pretty confident that it's 8 inches in from this side, and then 8 to find my point to measure from up here, and down 7.5 is right there. So this is where I'll put my center mark. So I got it all caulked around the edges. I put some extra caulking right up in the very peak so that those little squirrels can't get their little incisors bit into that, hopefully. Those squirrels getting in the attic above the porch, that was bad news, right? Anyways, put the run of them, put a little patch on up there, but in the meantime, I ordered some of those 4-inch, they're just dryer vents, all they are, dryer vent outlets. I got a couple of those, so then we put a proper patch on that, put that vent in with the metal mesh behind it, so hopefully the squirrels can't chew through that one, and it'll keep them the heck out of there. They'll stay the blazes home, and that being a tree, not in the attic of the porch. Okay, hope you enjoyed the little video, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't forget, we got to look after ourselves and our neighbors. We'll talk to you soon.